Influencer marketing and the influencers part of the PICE framework. So influencer marketing, you can look at it as maybe two ways. It's blew up on Instagram and it's blew up on the likes of Pinterest. Pinterest is a really good platform to actually find influencers as well. But we'll look at it in terms of micro and macro influencers. So micro influencers are people that are experts and authoritative figures in niche areas. So that means they may have 6,000 following on social media in total, or they might have 200,000. They can still be quite micro depending on what the area or the subject is. As opposed to macro, they could have on social media potentially 3 million followers on total all channels, but they're not really specific to any sort of niche. They're kind of much broader. Other ways you can look at it outside of social media is maybe look at influencers that are micro in terms of who are your most satisfied customers, who are the people that spread your word of mouth, who are the people that share and forward your email newsletter, for example, who are the people that really champion you. They're also micro influencers to a degree. Then maybe when you look on a macro scale, who's the final decision maker in the process that you're trying to go through with your marketing? Who's the person that's going to say yes or no? And then maybe look to think about how they get influenced, or who's the person that they see to say, do we go ahead with this, yes or no? So that's a bit of influencer marketing, taking it outside of social media and maybe looking at it in a more approach where it can be a bit more on a marketing strategy level, on a strategic level. And then another one that kind of crosses both are journalists and people in the media. So journalists, bloggers, editors. These people can be, really high prolific with huge reach. Maybe in a daily newspaper have a column. They could be classed as your macro influencer because they've got a wide reach, many impressions, as opposed to a micro influencer that might be a journalist or an editor in a specific subject, and they've got a blog and they're quite authoritative in that. So they're the few ways that you can segment out your influencers.